I guess in a matter of tone, this really is kind of unsettling because you notice all those colorful shapes in the spotlights. It kind of gives off the idea that the Skull Kid just thinks torturing Link is just a game to him, when in reality it just causes people to suffer. But that's the mask that's basically manipulating him into doing his bidding. So I just find that kind of vibe creepy, where this antagonist has this childlike mentality of just like I guess like the Collector from the Owl House is a good example of just like a person with unfathomable powers, but is mentally childlike with all these colorful shapes. Yeah, it's just alarming when you have that type of power in the hands of a child or a childlike mentality. It's really disturbing. Hey, Paisanos! This is ToonGamer23, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. So, in the last part, we began Link's secondary journey, more personal journey away from Hyrule. He's not in Hyrule anymore, that's for certain. And, was on the search for Navi, presumably. And, apparently he got, he had a run-in with the Skull Kid, who basically filched his ocarina and stole Epona and turned him into this monstrosity. So it's really nothing we can do except move forward and help poor Tattle over here, who's separated from her brother. Okay. So instead of swords, we get whirly-twirly attack. Okay, 25 big ones. Okay, so it's kind of a faded design on the door, but I think it's supposed to be faded. Alright, open sesame. Alright, so we can go down a very ornately painted tunnel. Yeah, I really like the details here. Okay, so Skull Kid and the other fairy are nowhere to be seen, so kind of a good thing, but whatever. Alright.
Hey, wait for me! Don't leave me behind! So, what's up back there? I, apologize, so take me with you. You want to know about that Skull Kid who just ran off, right? Well, I just so happen to have an idea of where he might be going. Take me with you, and I'll help you out. Deal? Please? Good. So then it's settled. Now then, I'll be your partner. Or at least until we catch that Skull Kid. My name's Tattle. So, it's nice to meet you, or whatever. Now that we've got all that straightened out, can we stop messing around and get moving? If I figure something out, press up C, and I'll tell it to you. Hopefully you'll manage to get by without my help until then.
Well, he's just like, oh, okay. I guess I've just got nothing else better to do than trust a total stranger. But yeah, Tattle truly is an upgrade to Navi. He's just like,
hey, listen! Hey, look! Hey, watch out!
except, so yeah, unlike saying anything, Tattle just tings like a bell, so yeah. Jump on down here, grab more grass. Okay, so wherever the enchanted spirits of the tall grass goes, we sure won't be seeing them until later. Okay, so yeah, she'll just ting like a bell, so general upgrade.
Hey, if I call you, press up C right away. I can tell you're not very used to your Deku scrub body yet. Alright, listen up. If you press and hold A as a Deku scrub while standing on a Deku flower, you can dive into it. If you wait a bit before releasing A, you'll launch out of the flower. Press A while flying to the sun. Did you get that? Are you sure? One more thing. Press A when you're on the ground to perform a spin attack.
Alright, so, into the flower we go. Alright, pop up. Alright. Okay, wonderful. So, yeah, we got flower helicopter ability. Okay, so, they don't handle very well, but, they'll get us places. Alright. Alright, so, and again. Okay, so yeah, pop up, hover, and repeat. That's the Deku Scrub way. Alright. Now to glide across the gap. To the door with the flame paintings around it, so yeah. So yeah, never once as a child you would pay attention to these types of details, but as an adult, just look at that. It's faded, and it's not very noticeable, but still, though. They could have just easily had just, like, wooden textures and stuff like that, but they took the extra time to just paint in some extra colors and designs into the walls and doorways. Just, I don't know. Ooh, and even in here, yeah, you see these two doorways with the horns? Very ominous, very foreboding. Alright, well, let's see, what else can we do? Okay, so, alright, so yeah, flower power. There was something over here. I'm probably gonna regret this. Oh! Ooh, shortcut. Alright. There was actually something over there, so I may as well commit suicide and... Okay, so thankfully this part only don't really need to have any health for it, so you don't lose any health for falling here, so. Okay, so Mr. Chest right here. Okay. You got a Deku Net. Press B while flying to drop a Deku Bomb. Upon impact, it makes a blinding flash, freezing enemies in their tracks. Oh yes, the mighty Deku Net. So small, yet so powerful. I remember it like it was only yesterday, where we just used these bad boys to blind enemies and just stun them. Yeah, honestly, I hardly use them in Ocarina of Time, so... Oh well. Okay, I think there's something behind this trunk here. There we go, alright. Okay, so yeah, I could have easily just made that gap with just the fact that, okay. Yeah, I just easily grabbed it right. That was just a stroke of luck, but I could have just easily bypassed that chest, but you know me and my OCD mind.
Hey you! Come on! Press E and talk to me!
Okay, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, baby!
There you go! See? You can do it if you try! When I fly over to people or objects, use Z to look at them so you can talk to them. Use Z targeting to talk to people even if they're far away. Or if there's no one to target, you can use Z to look straight ahead. But enough about that for now. Come over to this tree and check it out.
Okay, so we're about to witness the true darkness of this game. Well, part of it anyway. Okay, so
it's strange, but the way you look right now Sort of looks like this tree. It looks all dark and gloomy. Almost like it could start crying any second now. How sad.
Okay, so yeah, this was once a living, breathing Deku scrub, and its spirit is now embedded within Link. So yeah, I mean, yeah, Ocarina of Time was dark, but not like this. Yeesh. Just basically sucking the life out of a poor defenseless Deku scrub and implanting its spirit into another person. Yeesh. That is some dark, twisted bullshit right there. Okay, in we go. Into the tunnel. Into a warping, twisting tunnel that really reminds me of that twisty tunnel from the Forest Temple of Ocarina of Time, but we appear in an underwater mill. Underground mill. Okay, so, door slammed shut, there's no turning back. Okay, so... yeah. Inner machinations of some kind of giant contraption with a working water wheel. So yeah, in the span of between 1998 and 2000, I really think that they really did push the Nintendo 64's limits with just adding all these extra textures and colors. Because I only really remember that type of aspect in Ocarina of Time, like in the bottom of the well with all the blood stains. Well, that's just one creepy example, but anyway. Okay, so up we go, up the ramp. With the calm, serene, soothing music leading us on. So mysterious. Ooh, and it's just the walls here. Okay, so yeah, those giant gears whirring and turning right above our heads. This powers something big, so... alright. So we reside here amongst heavy machinery and a dark, shabby room, but the music is uplifting in a way, so... it's just really kind of, have you ever had one of those moments in your life where you're just in a dark situation, but there's just something so uplifting and mysterious? It's really hard to explain, you just have to witness it for yourself. But enough about that, let's go ahead and activate the most famously repeated line in Zelda history, or at least one of them. You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you? Yep, he said it, he said it. He finally said it. Oh, Tattle doesn't trust him, though. Well, not like we have much of a choice. I own the Happy Mask Shop. I travel far and wide in search of masks. During my travels, a very important mask was stolen from me by an imp in the woods. So here I am at a loss. And now I found you. Now don't think me rude, but I have been following you. Okay. Creepy. But, alright. For I know of a way to return you to your former self. If you can get back the precious item that was stolen from you, I will return you to normal. In exchange, all I ask is that you also get back my precious mask that that imp stole from me. What? Is it not a simple task? Why, to someone like you, it should by no means be a difficult task. Except, the one thing is, I'm a very busy fellow, and I must leave this place in 3 days. How grateful
grateful I would be if you could bring it back to me before my time here is up. But yes, you'll be fine. I see you are young and have tremendous courage. I'm sure you'll find it right away. Well then, I'm counting on you.
Okay, so it's the Happy Mask Salesman from the first game, or Ocarina of Time. But this time, instead of running a shop in the markets, he's just toting all these masks around in his big backpack. Sheesh, must be murder on his back. Just having to lug all that stuff around all the time. I've been on a camping trip like with a backpack like that once, and yeah, would not recommend it to do over and over again. But yeah, you see all those ornate masks on his backpack. So yeah, they really took the extra time to make some of these. I really applaud them for that. All right. Let's see him again.
Why, hello! Did you find that little imp? If you can get back the precious item that was stolen from you, I will return you to normal. Surely you should be able to find him right away. Time continues to pass, even as we speak. There are only 72 hours left. Please, do not forget my precious mask.
Will do. Alright. So, the real journey begins out these ornate wooden doors. The walk in the woods and the whole flower bit were just appetizers. Here comes the main course. And it comes to the infamous line that we all know from Zelda games. Dawn of the first day. 72 hours remain. Okay, so yeah, the line that launched 1,000 Zelda memes. Yep. This is definitely Majora's Mask.
He gives me the creeps. The mask salesman with the... Sorry, just thinking aloud. But 3 days? Even if we never sleep, it just leaves us with a measly 72 hours. Talk about demanding. Well, don't just stand there. We're going to see the Great Fairy. Look, you want to find the Skull Kid, don't you? The Great Fairy will know what he's up to. She watches over everything. And just between you and me, the Skull Kid is no match for the Great Fairy. Go to the shrine near the North Gate. You'll find the Great Fairy in there.
Okay, so the clock starts ticking, and the anxiety ensues, so I better make this quick. So we'll continue Majora's Mask in the next part. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, and if you would leave a comment and or like, that would be much appreciated. Until next time on The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, this is ToonGamer23, signing out. And just like that, an hour has passed, so 71 hours remain. God, I hate how time passes in this game. Just another instance of just PTSD. Pure PTSD of how I first went about this game.